Hey hey there, Cowboys fans. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I did. So now that Christmas is behind us and it's 3 days after Christmas, then this would be a good time to preview the Cowboys versus Giants game on Sunday at noon, the early game. On paper, we should blow them out, but the Cowboys, I don't think we're going to blow them out. I think we're probably going to win by like at most 14. Yeah, yeah. And anyway, they say that they're going to play their starters, which I'm all for, but I've heard that Zach Martin's going to sit out with that knee injury, which is smart because if he plays today and hurts his knee in a meaningless game, and the Cowboys lose in the playoffs, it's going to be like, what were you thinking? But I've heard that Dak, Zeke, and Amari Cooper and the starters are planning to play, which I think is good because you want to have momentum heading into the playoffs. But then again, we've seen that momentum going into the playoffs, and going into the playoffs hot doesn't mean anything unless you win once you get to the playoffs. But first things first, we got to think about the Giants today. The Giants are at the bottom of the NFC East as well as toward the bottom of the NFL, but this is their last game. They're gonna play us hard, and I don't expect us to blow them out by a whole bunch. Probably at most 14-17. But if we do, we got to get our offense going before we get to the playoffs because the offense has been very stagnant most of the season the offense has been stagnant, but we're going to have to get it together this week. It won't be a indication of it's not going to be a barometer of how we're going to play in the playoffs because the Giants are terrible. They're a dumpster fire, but when you've got NFC East rivalry games, you throw out the records, but Cowboys should win this game. If we do set our stars and we lose, it's not the end of the world, but I'd love to play the starters and get this win. And if we do somehow jump out to a huge lead, I'd set the starters and start looking ahead to the playoffs. But we got to focus on the Giants on Sunday. We'll see you then, and how about them Cowboys?